Um, so I was kind of hoping to do this video with no one in the other room because I'm a little embarrassed. But it's kind of hard not to want to do it because there's so much going on right now, and it's kind of hard to figure out what's going on in my life and not think that I'm doing something wrong, especially when everything's been going the opposite direction of where I want it to go. Um, I don't even know where to start. I mean, on one hand, I am doing well with my career. I have a great job. I have a great company that I work for. I'm sober. I have, uh, I'm trying to walk the righteous path and follow Christ. And so I think as long as I'm doing that, I'm on the right path because there's always an everyday yearning for more, to build an intimate relationship with Him. And, I'm always thinking, whether it be, within our religion or my spiritual journey or anything at all in life, I never feel like I'm doing enough or I'm not moving fast enough. And, this is something that I've always, I guess, struggled with. And, although I'm more mindful, I'm self-aware of my emotions, and I'm in tune with the universe, with my higher power, enough to know that when I got sober, I understood what serenity was, and there are many moments where I had spiritual awakenings, and most of the time it's when I actually have an epiphany or a self-awareness or something that I learned about myself that brings me to that next level. And this is why this is considered my spiritual journey. And right now, it's really, I'm really struggling right now. Again, I don't know where it all began, but I'll just tell you the recent things that just happened and why I'm getting to where I'm at right now. A few days ago, a few days ago, I got hit while on my electric bike, and and my left leg is pretty swollen now and pretty purple. I've bandaged it. I'm doing the Rice method, which is rest, ice, compress, and elevate. So I'm doing all those things. I got some medication that the clinic gave me. They said that nothing was broken, but again, my leg is pretty huge. Twice, I wouldn't say twice the size that it normally is. Well, I don't know. I got pretty good calf muscles, so I don't know if that's, maybe it's bigger. It's swollen. It's purple. It's all the way up and down my leg. It feels like a huge bruise, which it is, and it's inflamed. It's hot, or warm at least. But so I got hit, but prior to that, a month and a half ago, the reason why I have an electric bike is because I got somebody else hit me again in my car, totaled my car, and I'm like, what is going on right now? I mean, I do know, and please don't get upset with me, those who are from Dallas. I've been living here for the last 3.5, 4 years since I've been sober and walking the spiritual journey. This has been the greatest time of my life, although I'm struggling recently because of my sobriety and my sanity, where I'm at in my path in my life. I'm grateful, and I wouldn't have been here without that struggle that I've gone through. So, but what I was going to say is, the people in Dallas do not know how to drive. And it's not my opinion. It's actually an article about that. Scientists say that Dallas is one of the number one cities in the world that have the worst drivers. Even when I moved here, I'm from Houston, and Houston is pretty bad. But you have to be a very good defensive driver in Houston to be able to drive in that city, and so I take pride in that. Um, but no, when I first moved here, I knew that I was going to get in a car accident here, and when I did get in a car accident a month and a half ago, I wasn't surprised. But what I was really, I don't want to say surprised. I was like, wow, I was taken back by how calm I was when I got in that car accident. And I think I was meant to get in a car accident because the young ladies that did hit me, I think they were I guess weren't prepared for it, and so I was able to calm them down. Well, and not so much calm them down, but just reassure them that everything's going to be okay. Even though they're okay, I'm okay. I was able to keep my composure, and I was able to, get the ambulance out there. Even though I was dazed, they were dazed. Everything worked out the way it was supposed to. But I think my presence there was for them to have I don't want to say a good experience for their first car accident, but I think moving forward, they'll have a different different view on dealing with it. And I hopefully they never get in car accident, or if they do, hopefully they have somebody that they can pass that forward on, that the calmness and like understanding, like, I've been through this, it's going to be okay, kind of thing. But anyways, I'm rambling on. The point is that, like, there's been some things going on within me. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I've been struggling. I've been dealing with some demons within. I haven't been able to focus the way I've been wanting to focus, or maybe I'm focusing on the wrong things. And that's what I was getting to. When I recently got in this car, when I got hit while I was on my bike, my first reactions were like, because I had a half marathon that I was training for this past this morning, that I was supposed to, but I didn't make it because my leg was injured. But that was my first thought. Damn, am I going to make my half marathon? And then my next thought was, oh, is my bike okay? But really, I was angry that lady hit me. But like, I reeled it back in, because I knew it was an accident. But she did hit me. She cut across the lane to get to a parking spot, and which really just cut me off, and boom, the bike was okay. I was able to limp it off or shake it off, and my dumb butt just, and just reassured her everything was going to be okay. I'm okay. Nobody's killed. And she gave me a card, and thankfully she's been responsive in a positive way to what's been going on with me. But I just I went to work, my second job, and like 30 minutes later, my leg just poofed up and just got real purple and real hot. And I took it to the clinic, and again, like I said, bandaged it up, gave me some meds, and riced it up. But like, I just feel like something, like God is trying to tell me something. And so I thought about what was my thoughts when I first got in the car accident, and I was thinking about work. I was thinking about my car. I was thinking about, my everyday, how am I going to get to work, or what's going to go on with my second job, or like all these things I was running through my head. Although I gave thanks to God for keeping me alive, and I was grateful for my car for protecting me, I say that because my car and I have been through some stuff. If you know my testimony, I used to live out of my car, and so I put my car through heck. But as I got sober, I put money back into my car and got it, like, hey, you took care of me, so let me take care of you, kind of thing. And so we had that relationship, and I even had a moment when I said goodbye to the car where it's like, thank you for everything you've done for me. But what I'm trying to say is, like, my thoughts weren't, like, holy. Like, I wasn't really focused on God, or what's the myself, the most important things in life. And the same thing, but this, last time, I'm like my mind isn't where it needs to be, And so, and then today, um, I'm driving or riding my bike to the thrift store, and I leave the thrift store, and all of a sudden my bike powers down mid ride, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? And it kept doing that. It kept flickering. It like kept going off, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the battery was fully charged. And but I'm like thinking, oh my god, here's something else again. Here's something else again, and I don't know. You know, my friend throws he watches horror movies, so he's telling me about this movie. I forget what he said it was called. Anyways, but it was about somebody leaving a cursed item with someone, and they're having all this bad luck, and so he wants to throw that at me. And I'm like, no, man. You know, to me, I want to say God is trying to tell me something, and that's why I was thinking about those things. Like, what was I thinking about? Is God trying to tell me that I need to focus on something else? Like, like there's other things that are going on, and it's been going on for a while, and but I'm just giving you the most recent things, and this today was just the icing on top, and I'm like, okay, that's it. I give up. I really do. This morning, or today, I cried. I cried out to God. I really did. I threw my hands up, and I was telling Him, I'm done. Help me out. Tell me what you want me to do, and I just don't know what to do or what to say. I just it's hard for me to explain how I'm feeling inside. And I guess the easiest way for me to say it is that I feel lost. And my sister says that I'm doing great. Just to hear me say things like I'm saying to you, it lets her know that I've come so far from where I was at. I mean, I was, I was an addict, and I came from the ashes. God saved me. Jesus saved me, and I remember that moment. But that's another story for another day. But so I'm aware. I'm self-aware, and I know when God is talking to me, and I know when He's trying to tell me something. But right now, and usually I can hear Him clearly about what He's trying to tell me. But right now, I don't know what He's trying to tell me. Well, maybe I take that back, because I'm thinking He wants me to stop, slow down, and focus on what's more important, and that's Him. I think He wants me, because I've been asking for a closer relationship with Him. And so I'm thinking, is this just His way of Him shaking me up and like, hey, stop focusing on other things. Focus on Scripture. Focus on me. Focus on what you really want. You ask for me, here I am. Take the time to do it. So that's what I'm going to do. I mean, yeah, yes, I get up in the morning and I pray. I read Scripture. Yeah, I listen to Scripture in the evening. Yeah, I try to listen to some YouTube Scriptures and stuff like that. But is that really putting the effort to get to know Him? Yeah, I'm just going through motion, but am I really diving into it? Am I really reading it and like listening to the Word and actually meditating on it? I need to take that to the next level. And I think because I was asking for it, he put me on my butt and said, sit down, read, and listen. So I think that's really what He wants me to do. And it was one of those moments. Like I was in the kitchen and I'm like, is that what you want me to do? Like I was like yelling at him, is that what you want me to do? Fine. I was like, and I'm sure He's okay with me talking to Him like that, because He was like, yes, that's what I want you to do. So, all right, well, I mean, even if it's not what He's wanting me to do, I'm sure that's what I got to do anyways. I'm sure there's something else He's trying to tell me, but that's what I'm getting right now. So, day one of my spiritual journey. Not day one of my spiritual journey, but day one of the videos. But this is hopefully a good one. Hopefully we can grow from this and expand on things that I've learned and things that I can pass forward to the next person. As far as the things that I learned, I'm doing AA, I'm doing Recovery Dharma, so I'm going to church. I got a sponsor. I'm ready to sponsor someone. I have a community that I'm trying to be a part of, two communities. Um, so there's a lot, there's a lot of things that are to look forward to. I think this is going to help me grow and get to that next phase of life, the next part of the next turn in my journey, the next chapter. And so I'm looking forward to this, and I'm grateful that I'm alive and that, um, I walked away with just a hurt leg, and I think things can get better. I just got to stay positive, keep the faith, keep praying, and just listen.